How's it going, everyone? I want to go over an interesting rumor that's gaining a lot of steam right now. A lot of people are connecting it to The Last of Us Remake. It honestly could be a plethora of things. We'll talk about that. We have an update on the Capcom Showcase. A major title is gonna be there. A fresh new look at Resident Evil 4 and E3 will be coming back in 2023 as a physical and digital show. More on that at the end of this video. So this is coming from Twitter user The Snitch, insider_WTF. Now, this is something that has come on the scene recently after this person also posted an image regarding State of Play back on June 2nd, where it had literally everything that was at State of Play with the release dates, release windows, on the money with everything, and I believe it was even ordered correctly in terms of how they revealed it during the event. Person tweeted out yesterday, overdose, but today, just a few hours ago, tweeted out part 1-02.09.2022. Now, people are dissecting that, meaning September 2nd, 2022. What day would that be? September 2nd of 2022 would be a Friday, okay? So, a Friday. A lot of PlayStation exclusives usually come out on a Friday, like God of War 2018, that was a Friday. Marvel Spider-Man, believe that was a Friday. September 2nd being a Friday, it's saying part 1. Obviously, Last of Us Part 2 was called Part 2, Part 1 being September 2nd, that makes a lot of sense. And also, interesting that a controller and a PC is listed. That is easy to be believed. I would imagine that at some point Sony was going to put Last of Us on PC. I had thought that they were going to put the remaster on PC and then ultimately put the remake on PC even later after that so they could double dip on it. But hey, if Sony's actually going to be cool and put it on PC like right away, and that being the main version on PC, that'd be great to see, and it would be cool if it was a day-and-date release with the console version as well. That's my speculation, and it seems like a lot of people are drawing up the same conclusion with the part 1, meaning Last of Us, but we'll see how that turns out. September 2nd is a Friday, and again, PlayStation exclusives generally come out on a Friday, but a lot of publishers do drop their games on Fridays. Like, I believe Skyrim came out on a Friday as well, and Nintendo drops a lot of their titles on Friday, so it's not just a Sony thing, but that's definitely what I am, thinking as far as that's concerned. And then also with State of Play being that leak, that's a PlayStation thing, of course, so we'll see how that turns out. Honestly speaking, Last of Us isn't a game that I believe needs a remake. However, I loved Last of Us Part 1. Don't think super high things about Part 2, but Part 1 was an incredible game, loved it, and I would 100% replay it. And I know a lot of the people that are saying, oh, it doesn't need to be remade, are gonna play it as well, so I imagine this is a case of it's not that big of an undertaking for Sony. The Last of Us television show is coming out on HBO next year. It's a good promotional vehicle for that. I can understand why they're doing it. It will be interesting to see if it's priced at $70, because that would be kind of disgusting. At least, do 50 or 60. You don't need to price this at 70 as well. But if it comes out September 2nd and God of War ends up coming out in 2022 as well, which that is what it's scheduled for, barring any delays, and you guys know me, I'm a bit pessimistic when it comes to delays and whatnot, but I think God of War will be this year. That would be a huge way to round out the year for Sony. I mean, like, a lot of the rumors were suggesting Last of Us before the end of the year, and I just didn't buy it just because Sony usually doesn't round out the year with 2 major exclusives like that, but that would be a solid 1-2 punch to end out the year. Last of Us Remake and God of War Ragnarok. But take it for what it is, it's heavy speculation at this point, so we'll see how that turns out. What's not going to be heavy speculation is the Resident Evil 4 remake. We know that's coming in 2023, and at the Capcom Showcase, the Resident Evil Twitter page noted, prepare for a fresh new look at Resident Evil 4 in the Capcom Showcase live stream. This is, of course, June 13th, 3 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Eastern. Super excited for the RE4 remake. I know a lot of people are going into it with skepticism. I was kind of shocked at how much skepticism I heard when it came to the RE4 remake. It seems like, generally speaking, most people are super excited for it, but they're just hoping it gets done justice. Now, this is one that I will be dissecting a little bit harder than the Resident Evil 3 remake. As I've mentioned in the past, Resident Evil 3 and Resident Evil 2 aren't 2 games that I have like ties with to the original version. I played them, but well after they initially came out. With Resident Evil 4, it's a game that, man, I played it when I was younger, and I loved it back then, and I've completed it several times, and you know, it's a game for a lot of people that's incredibly iconic, and I think when it came out, and on all the various different platforms too, like the Wii version was maybe the best version of the game, the GameCube version, the PS2 version, it was all very good, and the game itself was just tremendous, and it having a remake, yes, it's super exciting, but people are going to be analyzing it pretty hard, and we do know it's going to be a reimagining, I believe is the specific word they said, of the narrative. We'll see how that turns out as well. I'm super excited for it, and hopefully they just do it justice. And even with the RE3 remake, like, I get it, content was cut. It was still a decent game, and RE2 I thought was tremendous. So let's hope we'll see, you know, RE2 vibes out of RE4 as far as quality of the remake goes, because I think RE4 can end up being one of the biggest games of 2023. I don't even think that's too big of a stretch to say. I mean, RE Village was one of the biggest games of 2021, and I feel like RE4 is going to have more buzz attached to it, especially if they do a killer job with this remake. Lastly, I do want to note E3 will return in 2023 as a physical and digital show, noting we're excited about coming back in 2023 with both digital and in-person events. As much as we love these digital events and as much as they reach people and we want that global reach, we also know that there's a really strong desire for people to convene, to be able to connect in person and see each other and talk about what makes games great. That was said by Stan Pierre Lewis to the Washington Post. E3 2020, of course, was canceled. 2021 was a digital-only event. 2022 isn't happening. And with E3 being absent, you know, Summer Game Fest has really taken off, and Microsoft and Bethesda having their own conference, Capcom having a showcase, and you see all of these various digital events going on. You know, for me, E3 is something that I have a lot of nostalgia towards. It was a lot of marketing and mumbo-jumbo, Just Dance routines, and Wii Music in 2008, and all this stuff that was honestly pretty terrible. Wonder Book, PlayStation Move demos for 45 minutes. There was a lot of bad at E3, but there was also a lot of great moments. Like, you guys remember E3, I think it was 2015, when they revealed the Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer, and the arena, the crowd erupted? Like, that was one of the greatest E3 moments that I can remember. And then, obviously, Giant Enemy Crab and all these moments. Ridge Racer. Like, E3 had some amazing, amazing moments. $599 US. I could go on and on. But how effective is it as an event to be that marketing and promotional vehicle in 2023? I don't know. You know, it is an undertaking to send all these people over, have a big event like that, and of course with it being something that anybody can attend, it will be interesting how they tackle it and how big it will be as far as, you know, developers have now done their own thing for the last couple of years, and it seems to be relatively effective doing these digital events. I don't know if everybody's going to be, you know, jumping out of their seat to jump back into E3, so obviously it's going to be something where I think the first year, I think 2023, with it coming back, that'll be big. Its sustainability in the long term, we'll see about that, but at the very least, it's coming back in 2023, and it's going to be a physical and digital show. And that's going to do it for me. Again, take The Last of Us Part 1 stuff with a grain of salt at this point. We're really dissecting a tweet, you know, that doesn't say much, but that's what people are coming up with, and I'm kind of in line with that thinking. Resident Evil 4 going to get a fresh look at the Capcom Showcase. That's June 13th, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, and E3 coming back in 2023. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.